Hi, I'm Gary Jenkins, and I thought I'd take a little time here to show you some short videos of some of the work I've been doing. These are rather small paintings. I think one's a 12 by 16, the other one might be a 16 by 16, one's a white egret, and the other one is a raven. So I found that the videos show a lot more detail than the still photographs. And then I can take you around the painting and explain to you some of the stuff that's going on in there. It's really a kick. I like doing the videos because it gives me a chance to show you guys a lot more stuff and my approach and what I'm looking for and what I'm doing. So let's take a peek at some of the paintings. Here we have my raven, and he's looking at a couple of butterflies flying in. And remember, like I mentioned before, every painting must tell a story. And it looks like he's saying, hey, hi guys, welcome to my place. Welcome to my home, or welcome to my environment. People pick up on this, and as long as your paintings tell a story, this is what they want to take home with them. We're painting a feeling. We're not just painting, a raven or any bird looking at some butterflies, but you have to have a feeling in your paintings. And if you put the feeling in, then it'll come back out, and your viewers in the gallery will pick up on that, and they want to take that feeling home with them. Let's take a look at this raven a little bit closer. You can see it's full of halftones. Halftones are those tones found between the lights and the darks. It's those little halftones that, you have to really search for them, but they're in there. And, there's an old saying, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard it, that there are no mistakes, just happy accidents. What a bunch of BS that is. Don't buy into that, guys. I'm not going to go into it, but let's take another look at these butterflies. Oh, and look at that. We have a little star down there. And you notice how I've reflected the blue, that blue-green back up into the raven. Yeah. Then opposite, you'll see some yellow-orange, which brings the yellow-orange of these wildflowers back up into the raven. So it's all this stuff. The color behind the raven is a cool blue. And then we have the warm color coming in, which is the yellow-orange, which is the complementing color of blue. So it takes all this stuff, guys, to make your painting. Again, we're not painting a raven looking at some butterflies, but we're painting a feeling. And if you can just get that feeling, if you can just put that feeling across in your work, you'll find that your work will, you've just raised the bar, guys. And all of your paintings will go up to that area where many of your artists live and create. And if you could just work a little harder and study a little bit more, you'll find yourself entering into this exclusive club of artists that are working and they're creating and they're selling. Though selling isn't the whole thing, guys. Too many people put money ahead of quality. You must have the quality, you must put the work in, and if you do, the money will be there. That's just the law. Yeah. Okie dokie. Oh, down below, I wanted to mention that down here, you can see we have a feeling of some wildflowers, kind of a yellow-orange, coming over into more just the abstract, just kind of color. And what do people see when they look at your work first? They see color. They're pulled into your paintings by the color. They love the blue or the mauves or the pinks or whatever it is you're doing out there. Then they look at the subject matter. Color, color, color. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to take you to another painting of my white egret. I love egrets. mainly because, as you can see, the white against the dark automatically gives you a really dramatic look. Again, on my previous video, I mentioned to you about halftones. Well, let's take a look at the halftones in this guy, because he is full of halftones. You see how the feathers are very thin and delicate. I reflected some of that light up on his throat area from down below. Oh, wait. Hey, hello. Again, I mentioned to you guys about telling a story. Now, this guy, this bird, is just sitting there. I had him sitting on a branch rather than flying in, and it looks like they're just sort of creating, they're thinking, they're looking at each other. I like to call this the meeting of two mystical minds. They're just looking and they're communicating with each other without speaking, which is kind of cool. Now, again, I'm being a little repetitive here, but we're painting a feeling again. There's nothing better than the realism of having the abstract work, all this wonderful color. People, again, when they look at your work, what do they see first? They see this color. They'll see the blue. They see the yellow. They see the orange. You see the greenery on the bird, on his wing, matches the blue-greens in the background. Yeah. A lot of orbs. I like to place orbs in my paintings. There's a big one right there. Ooh. Anyway, again, here we go. Quality, quality, quality. That's what we're looking for. Everybody wants to paint this kind of style. They want to do the abstract. They want to do the realism. But it all starts in your mind, guys. It all starts in the old brain. And you need to analyze. You need to think through what we're doing. There's no free lunch. You're going to have to put the work in. And again, as I mentioned before on the previous video, don't buy into that happy accident crap. It's just BS stuff. And it'll hurt you more than it will make you into a fine artist. Anyway, let's take a look at the face. You see the detail. You see the color, the white, the feathers, the blues, the oranges, the orbs, and boom. Look at that little fellow right there. Yeah, look at that. That's so cool. That would actually make a nice painting right there. Just the bird. You don't need anything else. And I've done a few paintings where I just have the bird against the abstract background. Well, anyway, there you are, guys. I hope you enjoy looking at these little quickie little videos I'm making. I really enjoy making them because it seems like the video shows so much more detail than just an ordinary still photograph. So I'll be doing some others as I do others, or I might just put some up here that I've done before and videotape them just to show you the detail and walk you through it. Again, remember, color, color, color. We're painting a feeling, and people want to take this feeling home, and that's what sells your paintings. It's as simple as that. It doesn't get any, if it was more complicated than that, believe me, with my little brain, I wouldn't be doing it. So here we are. Look at the light coming in from the right-hand side, flooding the painting with light. Well, I love this. I love painting egrets. Again, it's that white against the black. Look at the purple. Can you see it? Can you see it? Remember, you have to learn to see. And you're not born with it. At least I wasn't. You have to practice looking. Look for those halftones in the bird, if that's what you're painting, or even if you're painting a rose. Maybe I'll put some of my rose paintings up, and we'll talk about the halftones. So important. And I see so many people painting roses that they paint all the petals really hard looking. They're killing the poor rose. The rose is a flower of love. It's a soft flower. And this is the feeling you must convey, whether it's a egret with a hummer or a rose painting. I think maybe I'll put some roses up in a little bit, and we'll talk about rose painting. I think you guys might get a kick out of that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll get some more up here for you to see. In the meantime, take care and paint till you drop. Take care out there. Bye-bye.